Picaroon. Game changer when it comes to firewood. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. I came out with the splitter there, and I did 1 pallet, so that's half a cord. I guess about an hour and a half. I didn't rush myself too much, but there's still a lot of firewood here, I'll tell you. We've got 4, so that's 5 pallets here behind me. We came out the other day, as you saw in the last video. So that's 2.5 cords, and I have 2 cords in the garage now. And I've got all this wood, and we're not even halfway. But I do have firewood here for 2 winters, so I'll have firewood for the next winter as well. I'm a winter ahead, so that's good. It's always good to be 1 year ahead, you know, in case you got hurt or something and you weren't able to process your firewood, like I have this winter coming up and the next winter. So it's good to be prepared like that. So we got some birch wood here, and we've got some maple, and this is actually a curly maple. It's kind of a little treasure I found. We got some beech wood over here, some beech. This is the curly maple that I cut down last winter. It was huge. And it's a really pretty tree. So I'm gonna put that in the sawmill. I'll make 1 video of me coming to get it, and we'll slice that up into some slabs, some live edge. And this is gonna be really pretty wood. Yeah, curly maple. I didn't know we had some on our land. We've got a lot of sugar maple, but I didn't realize we had curly maple. Buster's having a blast. He's found one of his old balls, and he's playing around. So we're gonna hook up the splitter to the truck, and we're gonna head out. See you later. I forgot to mention, it's November 6th today. And I think it's something like 18 degrees. Like I'm out in a t-shirt all day, and it's hot. So really wacky, seasonably high temperatures. Apparently this week it's going to go down, but it's been a beautiful weekend down here in Belleville Cove, and let me know what the weather is up your way. But really warm, like November 6th, out t-shirt weather. It's crazy. You ready to go home? Huh? We heading out? We heading out? You want to go in the truck? Buster. Okay, jump in. Jump in, buddy. So it's November 10th, and it's gotten quite a bit colder than last Sunday when we were out in the woods processing some firewood. So winter's here, and we got the wood boiler fired up there, as you can see this morning. So I got a little bit of fire going. It's getting pretty cold. So we were talking about a cord of wood in the last video, and I asked the question about, you know, what a cord of wood is and a face cord and all that stuff, and I got a lot of comments back. And a lot of people with experience selling firewood, so big thanks to everybody that commented about this whole cord of wood, face cord, the size, how it's sold and stuff. I learned quite a bit. We you know, since I was a kid, we did firewood here. We never sold it, so, you know, we guesstimated what a cord of wood is. I was always taught that a cord of wood was, like I always said, 4 by 4 feet by 4 feet by 8 feet, and that's, you know, roughly a cord of wood, so we kind of could gauge on how much firewood we burnt in the winter. But yeah, so, you know, our cord is called a bush cord, I guess, or a country cord. So that's wood that's tacked 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. And you know, legally, really, a cord of wood is like a block of wood, square block of wood with no cracks or anything, you know, 128 cubic feet. But of course when you split your firewood and you stack it that way, you're still going to get air spaces, so you really don't have technically a cord of wood, but you know, it's a good rule of thumb measurement to go by. So a lot of places, when you buy a cord of wood, it's actually a face cord, and it's actually a third of a cord, so a third of a bush cord or a country cord. So if you make 3 rows of 16-inch long firewood, 4 by 8 feet long, yeah, it's like a third of a cord. So you're actually only buying a third of a real cord. But that's how it's sold a lot of places. I'm assuming maybe, you know, some places only have small wood stoves and stuff, so they don't actually burn like 5 or 6 real bush cords, I guess. So they sell it by the face cord. And you can fit a face cord, you know, a lot of places they deliver it in a half-ton truck, so you could probably fit a face cord in the back of a half-ton truck. And it's sold, you know, I got some comments, roughly around $120 a face cord, which would make it like, yeah, $360 here a cord. Last year, a cord of wood down this way was selling for approximately $240. Cut, split, and delivered, $240 a cord. And this year, it's anywhere from $275 to $300, depending on your location. If it's further away to deliver, there's a fuel surcharge, and it could go upwards of $300. So yeah, that's a cord of wood down here. So behind me, I have we brought in with the dump cart there, as you saw in the past video, we dump it and we brought it in here. And my garage or my furnace room here is about, the wall's about 14 feet wide, 8 feet high. So I'm guessing every row back here, I have 2 rows back here. One row is about close to a cord of wood. So I have 2 cords back here, and then I got a bunch of wood in the woods on those pallets. By the way, and I had a lot of good comments about those wood pallets, so thanks for that. And I also forgot to mention, they're built out of hemlock. Our hemlock down here, you know, I heard a guy say the other day, has a wood preservative type stuff in it. So, and hemlock is good for the weather. It won't rot as quick. So all those pallets I built are heavy, thick hemlock, so they should last me quite a while. One last thing, tomorrow is Remembrance Day. Tomorrow's November 11th, so a big heartfelt thanks to the veterans out there. So tomorrow, try to remember, take a minute to remember our soldiers out there. So happy Remembrance Day.